When you see somebody pick up a phone because there's a fight going on and they have the ability to step in and stop the fight, it's no different when we're on social media and we see somebody being attacked unnecessarily. We should step in, try to stop it, try to moderate it. We are leaders in our community. We need to do this. Hello there, everybody. It's Dr. Glenn Krieger here with another episode of your 5-Minute Friday. Now, I was just watching something on social media, and it happened at a baseball game, and there was a fight. A stupid thing. Somebody spilled something on somebody else. Somebody spit on somebody. You know how it goes. And in the background were multiple people holding cameras, taking a picture or a video. And it reminded me of a couple of things that I really wanted to talk about. And I think many would agree that from a social perspective, society has changed dramatically in the last 10 years, 5 years. I was raised in a home very different than what I see a lot of on social media. I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody out there. I think my generation saw things a little differently, but there's this great line from the American Sniper movie. If you've never seen it, great movie. And there's a line where he's sitting at the table with his brother, and the father, hardworking man, I think from Texas, sits down at the dinner table because they got into a fight, the kids, at school. And he says, there's 3 kinds of people in this world. And I've taught this to my children. I've made them watch that scene. We've had some real conversations about it over and over again. There are wolves and there are sheep. Sheep don't know how to protect themselves. They get taken advantage of. They allow themselves to get taken advantage of. They have no way to fight back. Then there are wolves who prey on the sheep. They're ruthless and just attack. And then there are sheepdogs. And the sheepdog's job is to protect the wolves, the sheep from the wolves. It's a great scene. I just utterly destroyed it. But it's a really powerful scene to sort of summarize how, I think I try to live my life and how many of you try to live your life, which is that when you see somebody get attacked or being bullied or taken advantage of, you step in and you don't pick up your camera and you don't film what's going on. You step in and you wrong a right. So then I'll ask all of you, why do I get messages on a regular basis from people complaining to me about being attacked or others out there being attacked on social media in things that have nothing to do with orthopreneurs? Zero. And there's no individual in particular I'm referring to here. I'll never mention names. I would reach out to somebody privately. But it's not about the attacking. There are sick people out there. There are people with low self-esteem. There are people with ego problems. There are people who are just hateful, who are going to attack. It's been like that since the beginning of time. But why do so many good people sit silently by quietly? Why do people not jump in and say, you're being an idiot, stop this, or trying to protect it? And I'm talking about this happens a lot, not just a little bit. It happens a lot in the ortho community. And yet, people accept it as normal. What has society become when we see one of our peers getting attacked for any number of reasons? And this is not referring to any one particular event. I am being approached by people on a regular basis, just as recently as last night, from a friend of mine who is being attacked verbally online, and people sit around and watch it. Worse yet, there is a place where people know there's nothing but fighting, and yet people go in there to watch the fights. Now, I get the voyeuristic nature of certain human beings, but I'm here now to call this out. Why would anybody in their right mind, a civil, moral, kind person, number one, ever want to watch a fight unfold, and 2, not step in and try to protect somebody here? We all are orthodontists because we are leaders in this profession. We are leaders in our community. Those who are sick, twisted, mental issues, need therapy, who like to attack other people, that is their problem. It is our problem if we sit by and let it happen. Now, this is not referring to any one person. This is not referring to any one group. This is not referring to any one attack. But if we go back the last decade, there's been a lot of it. And people sit around. Did you see? Did you see what happened? No, because if I saw it, I'd still be there fighting with them over it. So all I'm saying for you all out there is we're in this together. And I am not going to pick on any one individual. I will approach somebody privately if I've got a problem. But for those twisted, sick individuals out there who want to pick on others for no good reason other than there's a borderline personality issue, an ego issue, a self-esteem issue, any number of reasons why people want to pick public fights for no good reason, I'm begging each and every one of you to stand up to it and to say no, no. And if you aid and abet somebody who's attacking somebody else, you're just as culpable, and it's wrong. And so this is not an ortho message. This is not a health message. This is a societal message. When you see somebody pick up a phone because there's a fight going on and they have the ability to step in and stop the fight, it's shameful. It's no different when we're on social media and we see somebody being attacked unnecessarily or just attacked. We should step in, try to stop it, try to moderate it, because we are sheepdogs. We are leaders in our community. We need to do this. All right? So the next time you see this, step in. And if you're going to a place or to watch something just so you like the fight, then there's a much deeper issue at hand here that we probably need to talk about. But would you teach that to your children? Would you teach it to your niece or your nephew or your friend's kids? I would hope not. Act in a way at all times, whenever possible, in a way that would make your parents proud. And with that, I'm going to leave you. Let's make the whole world a better place with all of our actions. And please, the next time you see something going online, don't reach out to me. Change it yourself. Not because I don't want to, but because we're all empowered to make change. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. We've got several stressors in our life. We've got a great profession, but we've got to deal with overhead. We've got to deal with productivity. We got to deal with team members that are outside of our control sometimes. And the great news is all of these issues are addressed in depth in this year's curriculum at Orthopreneur Summit. So please go to opsummit2023.com, sign up for the meeting that's almost sold out, that everybody's going to be talking about, that you really need to be at to be your best practice with the lowest stress and highest profitability. opsummit2023.com. Please join me there so that I can take care of you even better than you take care of your patients.